Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, depending on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today I am bringing to you a stinking cute Easter paper crafting DIY that I think you all should try because it's so stinking cute. As most of you know, I love to craft with paper. Paper crafting is one of my favorite ways to craft. And so every now and again, right before each of the holidays, I like to bring you a fun paper craft. For those of you who like to paper craft with me, you can. Today's is kind of a new twist on last year's mini milk cartons that I did. Linda and I got together and we came up with some really stinking cute milk cartons for Easter that I think you're absolutely gonna love. This would make such a fun way to gift just a little something to your grandkids, to your kids, to the neighbor kids, to a classroom on a budget, and it is just so adorable because it's Easter and oh my goodness, I can't get enough of them. I can't wait to show you what Linda and I came up with for today's paper crafting DIY. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some paper crafting on a budget. Because why not? If you like to craft, you should try paper crafting. I guarantee you're gonna love it. And it's very budget friendly if you get all this stuff at the Dollar Tree. Come on, try it, you'll like it, I promise. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, so today I am going to be showing you, yes, would you look at how stinking cute this is? How to make this Easter Bunny milk carton gift basket for Easter. This is such a cute paper craft mixed in with a little bit of Dollar Tree's little mini crates from Crafter's Square. This is such a fun one. I can't wait to show you how easy this is. So let's get to doing some paper crafting on a budget, shall we? Before I get started with today's paper crafting DIY, I wanted to take a quick second just to show you how I store my paper crafting supplies. And I like to store them in this 12 by 12 plastic container for scrapbooking paper. This is one that you can get at Michael's. When they go on sale, they're a really great buy. You can get them for as low as $2.50. If they're not on sale, you're gonna pay $5 each for them. But because of the storage that I use here in my craft room, I use a lot of these boxes because I got my storage at Michael's. And so these boxes work perfect. They fit right in the shelf. And whenever I'm paper crafting, I can just go ahead and pull my box out and everything that I need for it is in this. And you can see here that there are not a lot of expensive tools and items that I use. I use real basic stuff like foam tape, Velcro, double-sided tape. I've got my corner rounders. I've got some extra blades for my cutter. I've got my scissors, pencils, my clear ruler. I've got my protractor or compass, I guess I should say, for making circles. So I really just kind of keep the basic items in here. So whenever I'm gonna paper craft, I just pull it out and everything I need is in this container. Alrighty, so getting started with today's Easter paper crafting DIY, I am going the rustic route for this. Now keep in mind, you can switch up the colors, get creative, make it your own. I just really wanted to use this craft color paper as my base cardstock. This here is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Out of one piece, you're gonna be able to make 2 of these milk cartons. And you're gonna do that by cutting this piece down to 8.5, which is the width here, and the length is 11, and we're gonna cut it in half at the 5.5 inch mark. There is a bit of scoring involved with this, so we're gonna take our piece that we cut. This is again going to be 1 milk carton, and on the long side of this, which is the 8.5 inch side, we are going to score at 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches, and lastly on this side at 6.5 inches. We're gonna rotate our paper to the short side, which is the 5.5 inch side, and we're gonna start off scoring at 1.5 inches, 3.5 inches, and lastly at 5 inches. You'll see when you score, you've got this 1/2 inch piece here and this 1/2 inch piece here. Aim the 1/2 inch piece down, and we're gonna go ahead and fold in our scoring lines. And using a bone folder, you're gonna get a nice clean fold. It's gonna be a nice flat one. And when we're folding in our scoring lines, we're folding away from us at this point, because we are going to switch that up just a bit in a minute. Now we're gonna go ahead and flip our piece over, and this 1/2 inch piece is gonna be folded away from us. It needs to be folded the opposite. This 1/2 inch piece was folded away from us, the opposite of these pieces that we did here, because this is gonna be the top of our milk carton. So we're gonna go back to the right side of this, and we're gonna fold away from us again. All of our scoring lines are folded in, and if you just fold it, you'll see that our box is starting to come together. This here is the bottom, the top is this 1/2 inch part, and that's where the milk carton is gonna pinch together. So we're gonna open that up, and on the outside, right below this 1/2 inch piece, we're gonna take a ruler, and we're gonna start our ruler off, not on the edge of the paper, but on the 1/2 inch scoring line that we have on the side here that closes up our box. And right below this flap, we're going to mark in the center with our pencil just a little mark at 1 inch and at 5 inches. You'll see that I made a mark at this 1 inch mark and this 5 inch mark. We're gonna take our ruler from this dot to the corner, the bottom corner of the box, and we're gonna score a line at an angle here, and we're gonna score a line at an angle here, using the bottom corners of this box as our guide as to where to stop. And we're gonna do that in this box that we made the dot in, and this box here. And again, that's gonna give us those folds of the carton there at the top when we pinch it together. So like I said, we're gonna angle our ruler at the dot that we made, the mark, and at the corner of the bottom of the box, and we're gonna score. But before we move our ruler, we're just gonna take our hand and run that scoring line up against the ruler. Doesn't have to be a sharp line. We just kind of wanna make a dent in there. And we're gonna do that on this side as well. And we're gonna just take our hand and run it along that scoring line. So we did that box, we've gotta do this box now too, which is the other side of the carton. We've got the top of our box here. This is the sides of our box. The bottom box is down here. These are the flaps that are gonna close our carton up. So we need to cut some slits, and we need to cut away a piece. Here on this side, you'll see that you have this 1/2 inch piece down here. You're just gonna cut this 1/2 inch block out, this rectangle out. You're not gonna go all the way up, because this is what closes our box. But to close the bottom of our box, we don't need this piece. So we need to get rid of it, because our box won't shut. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. And when I cut it out on this side, I'm gonna cut a bit of an angle, like a pizza, because when you angle your pieces like this, it gives you a nicer box. So you can see that we just removed this bottom section here. So that is gone. Now we need to cut slits in this scoring line, this one, and this one, but we're not gonna go past this long line here, this scoring line. This is going to be our guide where to stop. I'm using my double-sided adhesive from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna place the adhesive right near the scoring line so it holds our box closed nicely. On this first flap here next to where we put the adhesive, we're gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna put just a piece here on the inside of the box, because this is going to allow us to close up the bottom of our box. I'm gonna go ahead and fold my flap back, take my box, fold it in half, and just close this carton up. And everything should line up nicely. And so you'll be left with this. You want to find which flap you have adhesive on, and that's going to be the last flap that you close up. So I'm going to close up the sides here, go down. This is the piece with adhesive. Just lay it over and our box closes up. And you can see that just by pinching this together, we have got our milk carton. How stinking cute is that? Super easy to do, but we're not done yet. The embellishments that I'm using today are these bunny embellishments here that Linda and I designed and created together. I knew that I wanted a bunny. I told her how big I wanted it to be, and she designed these. Super excited, super easy. These are available for instant digital download in her Etsy store, and they're also available in the die cut version. But in my opinion, if you have a printer, you don't need to have her send them to you, because you can just print these out and cut them out because they are such a simple cut. And you're gonna get it for an even cheaper price because you're doing the digital download. And what's even better about the digital download is that you can reuse it and print it out as many times as you want. To where when you're buying the die cut, you're just buying the one set and you can only use it once. You can print these out with a regular inkjet printer or laserjet printer, whatever printer it is you have, and just print it out as a JPEG picture and you'll get this size. And she's also offering these Easter eggs and bows. Sorry, it fell and stuff spilled on it, but these are the 2 sets of embellishments that you are gonna get with this Easter pack. And again, these are really basic and easy to cut out. If you're gonna print and cut and use your Cricut to cut it out, you're gonna have something that looks like this, and then your cutter is gonna go ahead and cut it out. For each carton, we're gonna have 1 bunny, we're gonna have 2 Easter eggs, and 1 bow. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and flip these over and hit them with a bit of adhesive. When doing the bunny, you wanna start the adhesive at maybe a little bit less than the halfway mark, because you don't wanna go up high because we're not adhering the bunny to the whole carton. We're just adhering it to this part here. When I pinch my box together, this is the front, these are the sides. I'm gonna go ahead and place my bunny here on the front of the box, and it is going to fit perfectly to these measurements that I'm giving you. We designed these bunnies for this size box. And on the sides here, this is where I'm gonna put the eggs that say Happy Easter. How fun is that? And on the back, we're gonna put this bow because we're going to add a bow above the bunny tail. So I'm gonna put it right about in the middle there, using some of Dollar Tree's white pom-poms. These are the perfect size for a cute little bunny tail on the back here. How stinking cute is that? What a fun box, isn't it? I love these. To close this box up, we're gonna pinch it together. And I am going to use some of these mini clothesline pins that Dollar Tree has. These were in my stash. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pick, let's see, do I want the dark blue or the light blue? I'm gonna go with the dark blue. And we're gonna go ahead and pinch this together and close up our box. Oh my word, how stinking cute is that? Would you look at how cute this bunny box is with the tail? This is a perfect size treat box to put some Easter goodies in for a little one, for anybody. You can make a bunch of these and just hand them out to people at work on Easter if you're working on Easter, before Easter. How fun is that? Now for these cartons, I wanted a wood carton holder, and so I figured that this tray from the Dollar Tree would be perfect. Then taking some of my favorite Waverly's Antique Wax, I'm gonna give this wood tray a good coat of this. Really rustic it up. Now keep in mind, when you're doing this DIY, you can use colors if you want. You don't have to go with the rustic look. like I'm going with, you can switch up your paper, your cardstock, and make it a white paper, a pink paper, a blue paper. You can paint this bin white, whatever color you want. Just get creative and make it your own. That's what I like to say. That's what DIYing is all about, isn't it? I picked up a coordinating ribbon from the Dollar Tree that coordinated with the blue. And so I'm gonna go ahead and use this to make a handle. I figured I would tie these on. So if there's a little bit of weight and you wanna give 6 of these bunnies away as a gift, you totally can. And so I figure by tying it on, you can hold it by the handle versus hot gluing it. But fear not, I am going to finish these sides off, maybe, with a bow. I think actually I am going to. And now all we need to do is put our bunnies in here, and they are going to fit perfectly, tails and all. Now tell me that is not just so stinking adorable. How fun is that? I love this. I think that this is such a fun little trinket gift to give or even to make for this Easter, and I think that anybody who receives this is gonna love it. I thought it was a fun twist to add to these milk cartons, and I'm really excited that Linda and I came together on this project because we knew what we wanted to do. We put our brains together and we designed those adorable stinking bunnies to put on the milk cartons, and I think that it just kind of takes it over the top. You've got the bow tie and you've got the bow in the hair, and you're getting 6 milk cartons for this DIY, and what a fun way to gift just a little something on Easter, I think. I think that somebody's gonna love this milk carton so much that they're definitely not gonna throw it away because it's so stinking cute. I hope you all enjoyed today's Easter paper crafting DIY. Please make sure to give this video a big, you guessed it, thumbs up. And let's get this video to 5,000 likes. Because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. No, happy paper crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please, and